doesn't matter how many you do. They never get any easier.
It was not an easy day. I think this was a typical Lubbock race day.
Everything hurts, but I'm not dying.
Quite a different kind of walk we're used to, huh?
It is, yeah. Very solitary.
Forever young, or am I faking? On the tip of my tongue, there's a sarcasm waiting for you. I'm willing to trade my soul for a bit of your charm. There's no way I fade into oblivion, 'cause I'll keep shining over you all. And if your wings entwining, you better face the fall, keep trying again.
Lubbock last year was a wetsuit swim, but it was a nasty swim. Still, the swim here this year, it was dark. You couldn't see anything in the water. A couple minutes slower this year in the water, but for no wetsuit, still happy with the swim.
Going in, I knew it was going to be a slower swim, just mainly for the reason that it wasn't wetsuit legal. But for some reason, this lake always seems to kind of turn up a slow result. Last year, I think I did the swim 37 minutes, and that was with a sleeveless wetsuit. So I was expecting that I'd probably be between 37 and 39 minutes coming out of the water. Had an incident probably in the first 500 yards where someone kicked my watch and lapped it or ended the race, whatever. So I didn't even know my time, and Caitlin passed me on the bike. She said I had the third fastest swim in something about 39 minutes. Third, that really kind of gave me a boost, especially when I needed it on the bike. Now, it turns out someone started after me, had a faster swim, so ultimately I was fourth overall in my age group in the swim, but still, I'm dang proud of that, especially without the wetsuit. I guess it's one of those things that Lubbock is just gonna be one of those slower swims, and there was some chop on the water that didn't help, but you know, we got through it and got on to the rest of the day.
Considering the elements, all that wind, oh my gosh. That wind was something else on the bike. I didn't let it get to me, stayed strong. Rocked it on the way back.
The winds were howling from before sunrise and never relented. There were probably 4 really solid sections along the bike course where I looked down and going 12, 13 miles an hour, just watching my average mile per hour just drop. And you know, all I could do was I wanted to cuss, but all I could do was just giggle. I caught myself laughing. Like, this is just crazy. But then when we hit that turn, the last couple stretches, you had the tailwind, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna put together a solid bike despite the wind. You know, it wasn't sub 3, but considering the circumstances, I saw, I'm like, if I just put my head down and just pedal, you know, I can get that average up. I think I averaged 22 miles an hour probably over the last 8 to 10 miles.
Even though it's not 100 degrees here, it's still warmer this year than it was last year. Last year, there was a whole lot of cloud cover. And the weather conditions last year were damn near perfect. A lot of wind on the back half of the run course, which just kind of hits you in the face. First loop of that run, I was feeling solid, but it started to get to me, and I faded the last few miles, but I just tried to stay as positive as I could, keep the feet turning over, and eventually I crossed that finish line. So All is good. Woo!
5:35.
Where am I age group?
6th out of 24.
Yeah. Damn.
I hit the run and I was feeling good. I was just kind of settled into a pace. And then once you hit the back end of the run, probably the last 2 miles of the first loop, it's a brutal headwind. It's in your face. It's like running into a brick wall, and that really zapped me for the second loop. So I knew it was going to be really going to have to grind it out. I knew when I started the second lap that you should have been finished or finishing right around that time, and that's when I saw you. And I'm like, please let her hear me. And I called out, and I wanted to know how you did. I knew you were in 6th earlier in the run. And I was like, oh man, trying to send you all the good vibes and just will you to that top 5. And either way, man, if you came with a 5:35 on this day, I'm freaking proud of you.
I think people probably thought I was a little nuts because I saw you and I just hightailed it through the finish line area. They're probably like, why is she running? Come on, love! Keep it going, girl, keep it going! Woo! You look good. 5:35.
That meant a lot. That really, I think,
get to you.
got me through that second loop. It was tough. It was tough.
5! Yeah! Woo! How are you doing? Oh, my legs hurt. My legs are heavy. I'm good though.
I'm proud to finish. Still work to do on the run, but my body felt good. The injury, no back issues today. It was just the heavy legs and maybe a little mental mind game with the wind. 6 weeks in Boulder, that's really the race that I really want to perform, and I proved to myself today that I'm on the right track. Everything I've done the last 6-7 weeks paid off, made a lot of sacrifices, took some chances, and in the long run, it's going to be exactly what I needed.
Proud of you.
So.
We still have 3 left.
Yeah, 3 more races this year.
Yeah.
3 races left this season. Not sure what's going to happen tonight at the award ceremony and Worlds allocation, but we've decided that, we want to go ahead and just close the chapter on St. George, and we're going to opt out of Worlds this year if we are to get a slot. And we are choosing to do a couple of bucket list races and get those experiences for a little less cost. So
For almost half the cost.
yeah, so we will be doing Boulder next in August, which was already on the list. And then after Boulder, we'll be heading to the east and heading to Augusta, Georgia. And then we will wrap up our half Ironman season in December, California, Palm Springs, for Ironman 70.3 Indian Wells. And I like the schedule, and I'm happy with the decision we made to go that route.
There's nothing quite like the experience of race day, sharing the course with so many others who inspire us, the cheers, encouragement, and hearing stories of others' journeys. It's magical and motivating, even when it feels impossibly hard. It's also good we all have short memories.
What a dumb sport.
I know, right?
The video.
What the hell are we all doing out here?
And what's next? It's so
Another one.
so
That's
dumb.
another
What's
one.
the next one?
In September.
What are you doing?
It's a local in Boulder.
And I'm always happy to race with you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm always proud of how you perform.
Always.
And I love you so much.
I love you too.